Ethan and I had been together for 3 years. At first, everything felt normal. Until the argument started, every disagreement ended the same way. Lena would pull out her phone and start recording. See, she'd say later, "Listen to how you talk." To me. Then she'd play the clips for our friends. Short pieces of our arguments, just enough to make me look like the bad guy. Soon people started treating me differently. "Man, you need to control your temper," my friend Mark told me one night. The thing was, those clips never showed the full story. They always started after Lena had already pushed every button I had. One night during another argument, she raised her phone again. "Go ahead," she smirked. "Say something you'll regret." That's when I noticed something. She always controlled the recording. So I stopped reacting. And the next day, I bought a small voice recorder. For the next 2 weeks, I recorded everything. Every insult, every time she mocked me, every time she started the fight, then switched on her camera only when I finally snapped. Then came the big moment. Lena hosted a small dinner with her friends. Halfway through the night, she laughed and said, "Guys, you have to hear this. Ethan's temper is unbelievable." She pressed play on one of her clips. In it, I sounded furious. The room went quiet. Everyone looked at me. I calmly reached into my pocket. "Funny thing," I said. "That recording starts a little late." Then I connected my recorder to the speaker. The room filled with Lena's voice from 5 minutes earlier. Her insults, her taunting, her laughing while pushing me to explode. Then, silence. Mark slowly leaned back in his chair. "So you've been setting him up this whole time?" Lena's face turned pale. She grabbed her phone. But the damage was already done. No one looked at me like the villain anymore. That night, I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just stood up, grabbed my jacket, and left. Because sometimes the best defense isn't louder words, it's the full truth. Never rush to defend yourself when someone is trying to control the narrative. The truth may take longer to appear, but when it does, it speaks louder than any edited story.